After the Romans left Britain, much of what we know about life during that time comes from early writings, some of the first accounts of the events that shaped the island's history. One of the earliest writers was a British monk named Gildas. He lived in the 6th century, long after the Romans had gone, and wrote about the struggles that followed their departure. In his work, Gildas described the chaos that occurred as different groups, like the Anglo-Saxons, began invading the island. He spoke of the destruction and hardships that people faced during these troubled times. Gildas believed that the suffering of the Britons was a punishment for turning away from God, and his writing reflects a sense of moral and religious judgment. Many years later, another monk, known as the Venerable Bede, also wrote about this period. Bede lived in the 8th century and is considered one of the most important historians of early Britain. His famous work, The Ecclesiastical History of the English People, gives us a detailed account of the history of the island, including the arrival of the Anglo-Saxons, and how they gradually took control of different parts of Britain. Bede also included fascinating stories, like warnings of dragons and omens in the sky, which people of the time believed were signs of great changes. Through the writings of Gildas and Bede, we gain insight into the lives of the people during this period of invasion and settlement. They help us understand how the newcomers, like the Anglo-Saxons, changed the culture, language, and way of life in Britain. These early writers were trying to make sense of the history they were living through, preserving stories of both the invaders and the people already living on the island. Their works are some of the earliest and most valuable records we have of Britain's history after the Romans.